Baby, it's cold outside. I had to put on a sweater. Honey, RuPaul's Drag Race Season 13 was something else this week, I'll tell you that. It was another improv challenge. We are getting a reboot, or I should say Bossy Rossy reboot. And the queens have to do improv in selected groups. Conversations in between, interesting judging. I gotta say that I was like, something's amiss. But I still loved and enjoyed this episode. And the runway theme has something to do with beads. We got different kinds of beads on that stage, y'all. Some of them go into the... All right, cue my theme music. Listen. Yeah! Yes, Lord! Get that out of there! It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, that one with the thumbs up. Share, make sure to share this with your friends, your kins, family members, people you don't like. I don't like them either if you don't like them either. And also, subscribe to the channel, become a part of the Rant Pack family. And thank you so much for tuning in. Let's go ahead and get my social medias out the way so we can go ahead and get into this review. You can catch me at MattyRants on both Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Cameo for bookable performances. Also, you can find me on Twitter at the MattyRants. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, please and thank you. Cash App, $ MattyRants, Venmo, MattyRants, and PayPal.me/MattyRants. Now, we went live again on Instagram, but Instagram was giving me the business yesterday. So we're going to try it again this upcoming week for streaming purposes. But forgive me if they cancel or cut off the lives, because I think I'm moving over to Twitch like everybody else is right now. We got the social medias out the way. Let's go ahead and get into this episode and talk about Bossy Rossy. Yeah. All right, before we start this episode up, I want to give some love because I am so happy that one of my favorite people on in this planet, on this universe, everything that we're dealing with here, I'm just so happy that T.S. Madison was given guest judge responsibilities this week on RuPaul's Drag Race. Did a great job. At first I was like, is she trying to play Demir? Like, no, sis, like, cut that up. Why would I see my Madison? But she did do her job as a guest judge very well. She looked damn good. And I was really here when Mama finally got to say, step your pussy up. And when RuPaul is quoting what you say from your online days, I'm telling you, I was so like, I love this. It felt like such a moment, and I was glad to meet Madison back at DragCon 2 years ago. Unfortunately, we got to say 2 years now versus it being, last year. But she's great people. Great people. I love you, sister, and I'm so happy to see you on my television. And you about to be honored to get on WeTV for your own show, boo. So, I'm like, girl, they didn't call her back. After we lost the legendary Tamisha Iman to a production... I'm not going to say that, but yeah, after we lost Tamisha Iman, everybody's coming back into the workroom. Candy does not feel like the rah-rah, sis boom ba kind of individual right now because of how this all went down. It's almost like, yeah, we got in a fight, but we made up for it. We saw only 30 seconds of that makeup. And it felt bittersweet to see her go home because, again, they felt certain people should have been in different places than others. And that's just how this theme is going this season. Actually, this is going the same for UK Season 2. Almost at the end of every episode, the beginning of the episode, it's now, well, I thought you should have gone home because of this. And, well, I actually thought you should have been, it's baby. Either the producers are telling them to step up the drama a little bit because they're all giving too much of a campfire tease, or low-key, the girls are just holding bullets in their gun and they're just waiting to pop. That's how this seems. Either way, the queens know that, hey, they got to step their pussies up. We got to do some things. We have to make something happen. A lot of the safe girls don't want to be safe no more. It's like, bitch, if I'm safe, they're not talking to me. They can't see me. And then by the time I get on the stage, it's like they have nothing to go off of. I mean, we can almost say that because Candy and Olivia traded wigs, apparently. Either that was Olivia's wig and Candy wore it for the book ball, or vice versa. Either way, they didn't talk about that or bring up the fact that wig has touched the stage. You see what I'm saying? So safe does mean something, and it can be bad or it can be good. You could be safe that day and it saves your life or your drag race life. But I also think that you should be thankful to be safe. I wouldn't want to be safe more than, 2-3 times at a time. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to be safe and it's like a back-to-back thing. Like, I would need, okay, I was safe this one time, but then I had judging, and then I had judging again, and I was safe again. And there needs to be a moment where I'm like, girl, they have to see me on a consistent level. So I get it, but it's still like, okay. I did a lot of talking right there. I'm going to try to zip through this episode because we didn't have a RuPaul workroom moment, which I was fine with, but we did have a nice mini challenge. The queens return back into the workroom. Everybody is like, okay, let's get things done. Woo! The screen goes wild. RuPaul pops her "I filmed this for maybe the 276th time" tease with Drag Race. I don't know, but I kind of live for RuPaul not being in full drag, but also wearing heels in this full black Garmon outfit. I was very much here for this aesthetic. So RuPaul introduces the reading mini challenge, which we are always so excited to have. But I will be honest and frank with you that the reading challenge is not exactly like it used to be. It feels like they're cutting off more of what they say or what jokes they had, and then we have to see them 2 weeks, 6 months, a year later on the internet. And it's like, so for time on the show, you cut out one of the best parts that we all would have enjoyed. It's a little bit difficult. And it's a little bit, as a viewer, I'm looking at the situation like, hey, like, I'm trying to be helpful as far as enjoying this. But when you give LaLa Ri only one joke and Elliot's given 2 bad ones, what do you want me to do with this here? I mean, Got Mick was given the most. If any, 3, I guess, was the most, if we're just going to go there. Three jokes. And then it was like, okay, we're going to give this baby 2, this one 1. Maybe shit they said wasn't funny. I would like to be the judge of that, as well as everybody else, in my opinion. So I think that they need to go back and fix the timing issue with the reading challenge. With that being said, Got Mick, you were one of the funniest in my opinions. You literally called Candy a dog, which I was like, oh damn, like, wait a minute. She's like, we have someone who's gay, trans, a pug. That was a read, and that was a deep one. I want to also go to Simone here. Tina burnt her. Just how much Tina have you burned, girl? We all want to know. That shit was funny. Again, presentation. How she emotes, the way your body language is. Simone can be funny just for no fucking reason. I thought a lot of people had great jokes here and there too. I thought Rosé had some good ones. Denali had some good ones. We had some good jokes that went back and forth. Unfortunately, Utica, I don't know what was going on with my baby this episode, my 7-day Adventist sister, but Utica was a little flat. It was like Simone could be for a Dove commercial or not a Dove commercial. What was it? A Dawn commercial because of how oily she is. Okay. We get to Denali, I don't remember. Candy low-key already made that joke about meh, forgettable. But then Denali got Utica back. Yucatan? An Alaskan would know. That's all I thought. I was like, an Alaskan would know. But yeah, poor Miss Elliott with 2 T's. Yeah, it was just lame. She basically wore something she wore on the runway already. I guess she was really happy with that coat. It's a cute coat, but it was like, okay, with this ascot child, she gonna sit here and go, Candy, you're always mad, so now here's a cape so you can be super mad, and throws this $2 Build-A-Bear cape that was just found in somebody's store or taken off of a teddy bear that she had at home from an ex that she's no longer fucking. I was like, what is this shit? Then we get to Got Mick. Girl, you're not serving mug, you're serving mugshot. I'm looking at Mick like, girl, she do, okay. But are you, okay. It was like, wait, what? She ran away from them, and rightfully so, because I would be embarrassed too if I was her. So yeah, RuPaul was like, the library is burned down. I'm like, girl, I wouldn't use that after Elliot. Not a building being burned down, please. After that happens and they go through the reading challenge, Got Mick is the winner of the reading challenge, and rightfully so, because shit was funny. RuPaul then introduces the maxi challenge, and that is a reboot. I'm gonna say it the correct way, damn it, of Bossy Rossy. Basically a reboot of or a reboot. I hate saying reboot. oof, that's terrible. Of the season 10 challenge. For reference points, Miss Cracker was dressed in a pickle costume. There you go. Now, each of these groups is assigned. They are not given, they're not chosen between the people themselves. Trust me, Tina Burner would have chosen her normal clique. The teams are as follows. Rosé, Denali, and Lala Ree will be, I'm pregnant with my imaginary boyfriend's baby. Yeah. The next team is Utica, Olivia, and Got Mick. And that team is Breaking My Silence from a Cult of Mimology. I didn't like the title, but this was entertaining later, okay? Next up was Simone and Candy, former teen queens. Where are they now? And the last team was Tina Burner and Miss Elliott with 2 T's. My best friend's 600-pound ass is killing me. It's killing our friendship. Oh, Lord have mercy. Everybody has their own concerns in each of their groups. Tina's like, girl, I'm with Elliott, and she hasn't performed well in anything. So, badoop. Then you have, then Denali is like, this is a do or die situation for me here because I haven't been in the top ever. I don't think so. Yeah. Unless you're going to talk about the pork chop loading doc episode when they get to come back and have their own moment here. That was the time when she was actually given some good time. So Denali's feeling a little pressed and I need to make this happen. Rosé in the same sort of situation, but not as upset about it. I think she's being a little bit more professional when it came to the situation, even though Rosé has expressed her feelings. Lala Ree just wants to win something, and again, it's very that. Candy is trying to be her best Valley White girl as she described the character that she's going to be, and then proceeded to sound like herself. I don't think that's ever going to change, Candy, and I think you have to work with that forever in your life. Your voice is so distinctive, it does not go anywhere but where it's at. Maybe to the corner, but definitely not across the street. Simone is concerned, but that is diminished later. Now, I gotta give Olivia some love and also like, ooh, you shady bitch, but also what Tina said, a diva. So they're getting roles between Utica, Got Mick, and Olivia. Olivia wants a specific role. Utica really wants the role because it's her shtick. Got Mick is just sitting there like, I think I found my part. What's T? And Tina Burner, because she don't have no other business to be in, was paying attention this entire moment. Olivia convinced Utica to give her that part. And the way she like manipulated the situation, it wasn't like a negative way to do it. It's very like, okay, she could take the bait or she could not take the bait. I kind of was here for that. I was here for this. Girl, because it was so smooth. Like, well, you know, if this character was done this way and I did it like this, then this would be something that would make the most sense, right? Like the whole, don't y'all agree with me? I love shit like that. So it was funny. I'm glad Olivia got the part. We will see in a second here when I talk about it, basically what she did with that role. And yeah, like it was a smart move to make. But when Tina called her like this quiet diva, I said, yeah, I can see it. But I find it to be in a positive way, you know, versus a diva who's like just a BI, finish the rest. But everyone has their own concerns and reference for this, but they're all working as hard as they can to make sure that they're funny. This is an improv challenge. Y'all, please, with improv, it is all about going the extra mile, but not losing yourself into the scene, and also reminding yourself you have people who you are playing with in this role, in this scene, okay? You have just you have a character, and that's it. Like, who are you? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Now go. And that's improv. Like, and give me something to go with this scene, scenario, and situation that we're in. Most of them, I'm going to say, did a good job. There was maybe 2 or 3 specifically that we can all look at and go, yeah, no, I don't think so. So let's go ahead and get to the performances themselves with the Bossy Rossy reboot. Let's just start this in order. Rosé, Denali, and Lala Ree. I thought Rosé did a good job. I thought Denali did decent. And I thought Lala Ree was a D plus. I don't want to give her an F grade and say she failed completely, because there was moments that were funny with Lala. She didn't give up on her whole segment. But that beginning moment, the nerves was bad, and we solved them. And when Ross asked you a question and you paused, there are no breaks in silence with improv. There are no breaks. Like, he asked you a question, respond. Like, don't even, oh, what I would have, that's a break, girl. You be ready. You're supposed to be ready in the scene. So I felt bad for Lala Ree, but I did find it funny when she pulled up the little padding for her tummy like she was pregnant. She's like, I know this is 50 Shades and not me, but you... I was like, okay, that was funny. But again, the energy the energy Denali placed backstage about not being in the top and how this is ridiculous, and look at her. Her outfit was amazing. But her performance, I remembered Lala Ree over Denali. Y'all may not agree with that, and I am okay with it. I promise you, I am. I'm okay with any disagreement. Hear me out on this. This wasn't the funniest segment, and for anybody in that segment to feel like, damn, we should have been the top, I'm like, one of you maybe. I don't know about both of you. Next up is Utica, Olivia, and Gottmik. Bitch, okay, let's talk about this. Gottmik played the perfect straight person in this one, and y'all know what I'm referring to, where they are not to be the main, integral, funny part of this segment. They're not supposed to be the one that's centered around the hilarity and the goofiness. Instead, their dry humor, what they do with keying in and connecting, the stories together, so this all makes fucking sense. The way she was describing Olivia was hilarious, and Olivia doing her mime impression was bravo. Where we have a problem here is when Utica gets involved. And I already said this in my live yesterday, I'm going to say it again today. Utica should not have played Kelly Bundy from Married with Children, or whoever that was the trailer park mom with these long nails that she saw online from Cardi B in one video and was like, me too. No, I think that she needed to play someone who was a little bit more uppity and privileged, because Utica's tone and voice didn't go to bumpkin. It didn't go to, well, that's my daughter over there, or even give like some sort of Jersey-esque, like any sort of anything to go with that kind of outfit regional-wise. It wasn't given. So I was given more like somebody's assistant principal when she was talking. So to me personally, Mama should have been like some sort of teacher, or something to do with someone who would have been very mean to their child who wanted to be a mime, or, you know, or she could have been a clown and this was a mime and she was pissed. Like, why did you want to go into silence? I don't know. Either way, to me, I felt Utica missed the opportunity with that improv moment. Maybe because she didn't get the role she wanted. Maybe because she thought too much about this. I don't know, but it was like, not so much. Simone and Candy. Okay, let's be very fucking clear. Candy was playing her goddamn self. Y'all can miss me with the bullshit and say she did so good. She did do good. She did do good, but not because she played somebody different. It's because she was basically Candy. She wasn't trying to be too loud or crazy with what she was doing, but that played into her character. Her voice did not change. It was very much the same. It was just, I'm trying to be a little higher, but it was still good. I was entertained by her lowness in it. It was just like, really, again, just like Gottmik played in the last group, Candy's doing the same. We don't gotta do too much. I don't gotta do too much, but I need to make sure that I'm responding and I'm playing into the scene. And it played very well for her. But when Simone walked in that bitch, it was a wrap. As usual, Simone steps on that stage, steps onto the main set, that camera goes, and that bitch goes in. Simone is just funny for no reason. Candy was playing perfectly off of it. They were going really well with each other. I was here for it. Very good performance from the two. I'm glad to see Candy's coming up a bit here, and it's not just a lot of I'm doing great and then we don't see it. I'm liking this so far. The last group is Tina Burner and Elliott. What do you want me to say? Tina Burner ran it through. Start to finish, slayed it completely. I have nothing bad to say. Tina, that was everything. I kind of like you in all red versus orange, yellow, red combination. That's very tacky. I prefer you in the red. Like, you in red is really good. It's actually a really bomb color on you. So, I don't know what else to say, honestly. Talking about Elliott, girl, she didn't come alive until her titties came out. And that's the tea. Like, she sat down that same coat she wore for that one runway. Boring, 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 boring. And then she takes off the coat and all of a sudden these titties pop out and she's ready to go. And now we're entertained. But I was still laughing at Tina more than I was laughing at Elliot. And I know Elliot felt some kind of way that no one was giving her any like positive feedback when she came back in the room because they all could see each other. But bitch, look at your performance. That way, it wasn't good. No one should tell you you're good at something when you didn't do good. You did really well. They're lying. They're lying. You didn't do well. You did okay. You made it through. It wasn't a complete flub, but did you want them to say that to you? Because I wouldn't have said that. I'd been like, girl, it wasn't my favorite. You did the best that you could do. And that'd have been that. Anywho, I thought Tina slayed it. I thought Tina deserved a top spot this week for that alone. But her runway destroyed any chances of Tina having a conversation with the judges because that shit was fucking ugly. Now we're back in the workroom and everybody's getting ready for this runway that has to do with beads, beads, beads. A couple of moments that I wanted to bring up or talk about that I felt very important here. Simone having a conversation about needing to feel perfect or be that way for their mother because of their brother being incarcerated was something that I could relate to. As well as a lot of other people, in that fact of you having a parent who you know is working hard to make sure your life is going somewhere or doing something. You know, you don't get along all the time, but you can see the pain in your parent when they're trying to do something well, and a sibling, a family member, or somebody that's close to you may be fucking that all up. And so you're just trying your best to be this perfect child or this perfect individual or doing the best you can to give them some hope and show that you're working hard and showing that work is, what they're doing is paying off. So I felt Simone in that, had to deal with some similar incident, not necessarily with someone going to prison, but how my brother was acting around my mother and me needing to, I was always the softer son. So when he was just out there doing the stuff to make her hair turn gray, I was the one that was the kinder, sweeter, not getting in trouble, but I wasn't getting caught getting in trouble kind of child. So, honey, I did not get caught, okay? Not until later when I just stopped giving up. You know what I mean? Like, the early years of my life, I was never. I was sneaky. And I tell you this now, every time I talk to, like, my dad, like, if we do have a conversation, he brings up old stuff, I always have to go, well, that's not how it happened. I appreciate Simone for being open with that conversation. A lot of people feel embarrassed of the situations they shouldn't be. That's your life. This is your journey. This is what you're living, and people should respect that. I also wanted to talk about a conversation between Tina Burner and Elliot with two T's. Elliot discusses her having clinical depression, and that clinical depression is probably why she's not being herself in front of everybody, or, you know, acting weird or saying things that may be a little off, and it's pushing people away. Clinical depression is fucking real. It's not a joke. I'm not going to play with that with Miss Elliott, so they have my sympathy. And again, I'm speaking in reference for this show, not for things that have been said outside the show. We're not going to apply this to that. We'll be talking about a couple of those things this Sunday, as well as this Nina Benita Brown situation that just happened recently. Somebody then told me something about Miss Kennedy. I'm like, girl, what's going on? But I feel empathy for Elliot in this situation because it does feel weird to be in a room and sort of be the odd person out. However, I feel like we're not being shown the full story of why that is the case. I just don't see it. Like, well, we haven't seen a lot of things, but, you know. Now, Tina Burner, man, when she brought up her mama being on pills to stay out of depression and that Tina couldn't recognize her mom some days, that was another moment too. I was like, whoa, we getting real strong and deep in this picture here. Tina, you have my love and my sympathy for you. When you see people like this who are going through things like that, and you see them on television and you see them like working hard and striving for their goals, that lets you know those people didn't let those situations take control of their own lives and make that their life. They were able to move past it, but they're still dealing with it. And that's something that we all need to recognize and face, is that we're dealing with stuff. But we need to deal with it. Don't just sweep it under the rug. Handle your problems, okay? Or accept them for what they are. If you can't change them, move on. But there's always help. You just got to ask for it. Let's see here. Now, girl, after all this kind of happened, there's a Maury scene. It's like, I'm going to make you feel a way about these folks, and then we're going to do a funny segment with Lala Ree running around playing You Are Not the Father, Maury tease. I don't know about y'all overseas, but over here in the States, honey, at least 4 hours in the day, Maury is on our televisions, either really early in the morning or in the afternoon. I don't know what station that y'all have. It's always local TV. But Maury that's legendary TV. It really is. It's a fool. I find it's much better than Jerry. Jerry was always offensive. Maury, I never was offended. Maury was always that dude, but at the same time, Maury was just sitting there in them sweaters. You are not. Girl, it would be when they hear you are and then think yes, and he's like, not. Oh my goodness, baby. They were doing track and field up in there some of them days. Woo! But it was always sad, too, to also see men jumping up and down, being thankful they're not having to deal with a baby or this woman. And then it's like, damn, what else was going on in this relationship? Like, then again, half the time they're sitting there on stage. That's your nose. That's your eyes. That's look at this, Maury. Why would I be playing Maury? That's his daddy. Then 5 minutes later, that is not the father. Then mind you, there's other 3 motherfuckers up there, too. 3 people up there. You are not, you are not, you are not. At this point, I think half the people that go on that show are just there for the check, honestly. And that check ain't that big either. Let's get back to the show. We're going to the runway. Category it's probably a long-ended word, but I'm just going to say beads, beads, beads. There was Mardi Gras beads. Some people had pearls that were considered beads. There were people who had beaded outfits. Let's go ahead and get into it. Rupaul, Charles, this is what I call classic silhouette from you. The symmetry right here, though. Y'all see what I'm talking about? It's like a hoop and then a hoop. I don't know if I cared for it a little bit. It was a little bit distracting to me, but this color, this wig, this makeup, I thought it was right. I love a good little classic look from Ru, so I was very much happy about this. Y'all already know I gushed over my girl, T.S. Madison. Shout out to you, baby. Michelle looked good. Ross looked good. On to the runway. Up first is Denali giving chandelier. On the chandelier. We're not doing Sia. I hate that she shared this with us so early on her social media, almost like she was pissed off this episode. So she was like, I'm just going to show this shit now. This is pussy. This is severe. This is very drag. This is beautiful, clean. It wasn't overdone to me. I thought this was fabulous. This did give me chandelier store, but I was here for the store. I was. How much is that? Very her. Don't let it drop. it was a great outfit, Denali. This is very high drag. I thought this was very good. Very good look. Rosé is next. Okay. Rosé in this walk. I'm the Jan walk. Not Jan like Jan Sport, but Jan from the Brady's Jan. I like this look from Denali. Excuse me. I like this look from Rosé. I think this is intricate as fuck. I love the beading and how it's done on the dress itself. The Tinkerbell wig is to give that. The Tinkerbell wig is very much for this look itself. It's very pixie. I like it a lot. This is very good. Very clean. And there's no tulle on it. Lala Ree in the Boom Boom outfit. Boom Boom. Boom Boom outfit. When I saw Lala Ree's outfit, I swear to God, I have seen Chevelle Boom Boom Brooks, girl. I have seen Chevelle Brooks perform in something like that before. And if Chevelle's watching this, girl, that was not shade. I'm just saying, mama, I have seen you perform in something that gives me a lot of shimmer, shimmer. Shimmer, shimmer. Okay, this is a bodysuit with some shit on it. It's decent. It's not placed perfectly. I love the hair, of course. Face is always done, but this is okay. It's not bad. It is just okay. I need better than okay. Got Mick as anal beads. Okay. I know y'all were living for this. I know some of y'all were living, but honestly, I like Latrice's version a lot better. I like that gown with the bubbles that were coming out, or the beads that were coming out of her head the last time. That was All Stars 4. This is okay to me. I'm not nothing against toys now, darling. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still like, this is cool. I don't know. Like, I thought it was cool. I think this is cool. It's fashion. It's very, like, different. And I like that about it. But to me, I wasn't like, oh, this is so amazing tonight. You know what I'm saying? And I think that seeing Latrice's first with that sort of bit, took away from that because that's all I kept saying. Was, oh, that's Latrice. Yeah, that was Latrice all stars for it. I hate that. I did the same thing with Candy with Aja for the Comme des Garçons, where Candy's was a nice look too. Aja, when she did her, girl, that makeup was a fool. But, you know, again, it's like you see something similar and you go, oh, okay. And speaking of similar, here comes Olivia in the same fucking wig that's Candy wore for the ball challenge. Now, I like this look. It's so funny that what Olivia had painted on the top of this, like, jumper, romper, situational ship, what's going on here, I can't see. It's not overalls. I forget what it's called when there's a skirt and then you have the overall attached to it. It actually looks like it's separate pieces that they just put together. But that reminds me of Trinity the Tuck's look for season 9 when they did the hometown and she pulled up that giant, you know, it was like an amusement park. That's what that's given. Olivia looks gorgeous. She's so pretty. It's ridiculous. I love it. This look is okay for me. It's kids bop. Yeah, I totally get it. I see the jump ropes that are like around the waist area. It's those old school jump ropes we used to have in PE class that would hurt like hell, child, if you got popped with one. Okay. And also, if you hit the beads too hard, they would break while you was jump roping. Girl, I used to wear them out in elementary school. But yeah, it looks really cute. This is adorable. This is a better look than what was given with the book ball. But at the same time, damn it, girl, I already saw this wig. So this is kind of, you know, pissing me off a little bit. We're coming for her sneaker wedges. But it goes with this outfit. It makes sense. Like, why would she have a pump on if she's this child? Next is Utica. If this was a show based on runways alone, Utica would always be in the top, period. Sister, this is fucking epic. I'm looking at this right now, like the way that this bodice is done, open with the lingerie that's showing in between, but it's this wedding dress, the decadence of it all, the red that's coming down. It's a bloody mess, and it's beautiful and bloody. Oh, Utica, I love this. You have not disappointed me once. I don't think so, baby. You've been very consistent in your runways. This is puss. This was my top look of the week. Absolutely. Candy Muse. Hey, guess what, bitch? Positive critiques from me. Honey, you looked rich. You looked expensive. This was pussy. Girl, I know some of y'all don't like this baby. And you know I've had my critiques of her too. People confuse my critiques for me disliking this child. I can give a fuck what they gotta say just like you. But at the same time, give credit where it's due. Bitch, this was pussy. This fur, the tassels. I don't like tassels at all. I don't like the little pasties. I was here for how it accentuated with her body, and the hat sold it. And her makeup was done. Puss. Go ahead, Candy. Simone is next. This was every fucking thing. First of all, those are all hair beads that she made into this outfit. Oh, and it fits so right. It's so good. I think my highlight, though, is when she turned around and her fucking hair. Bitch, the beads were in her name. Oh, Simone is such a strong contender as far as just aesthetics and her presentation, what she's serving. She's amazing. Just amazing. Oh, girl, I don't agree with, who cares? Like, good for you, but like, come on. This is amazing. Amazing. Her, like, Candy, then Simone, and Utica, Candy, and Simone. Them three back to back. That was a lot for me to take in. As the train was chug-a-lugging along, honey, Tina Burner then put herself on the tracks and took the whole thing off, girl. What the fuck is this? This is ugly. And I'm gonna just say it straight like that. This is fucking hideous. She's a Mardi Gras clown, y'all. She had beads belt. Oop. She's taking off her pants, and it's a skirt. That's it. That's all. We done. Nope. The beaded cone titties come off. And I'm going to flash you like they would at Mardi Gras for beads, okay? I don't like it. Boo. Boo. Tina Burner, boo. Boo. Elliot with 2 T's is next. Oh, it's nice to not see that same pink and blonde wig again. Here comes this pixie cut. This is a cute dress. It's cute. This is a cute. That's it. It's cute. Beads. Mardi Gras, short hair, on theme, Louisiana. Cute. And that's the end of our runway. Oh, Lord. Judging commences. We get, the Save Girls, it was a gag, but not really, but still a gag for some of them. Top 3 was Olivia, Candy, and Simone. Bottom 3 was Elliott with 2 T's, Lala Ree, and Utica. The winner of this week's challenge, 2 times in a row, y'all, was Miss Olivia. Shout out to the best smile this season. Olivia has won 2 in a row. So, what, Simone got 2 now, too? Is it 2 now? Look, 2 now, too. Oh, God. This is an interesting competition so far. I'd like to see more people be involved in getting wins. I can honestly say that. But I'm also impressed and pleased with who are getting these wins. Utica is spared by her outfit. I know that to be true. And Lala Ree and Elliott with 2 T's are in the bottom 2. The song is Whole Lotta Woman by Miss Kelly Clarkson. I'll be real with you. I like Lala's performance. I thought Lala did a damn good job. We've seen Lala perform already, though, so that may have an effect on how judging played into this. But Elliott kept up. To me, I thought Lala was smoother, in my personal opinion, but Elliott was there. Elliott was Kelly Clarkson. Well, definitely not Kelly. Was moving a lot more than Miss Clarkson. But Elliott was there. Elliott showed she was a dancer. She was on beat. It was cute for the most part. I was like, honestly, if they kept Lala, I can see why, but I was already in my headspace of going, they're going to give it to Elliott. Because Elliott was doing his best. Was doing the best that they could. And they kept up for the most part. I'm actually looking back and forth at this right now here. I still think Lala was more centered, in my personal opinion. But I thought Elliott did a good job. And I thought what I found funny is Got Mick. Oh, Got Mick, God bless you. Got Mick, God bless you. She goes, it's the first time I've watched a split be done twice in the same lip sync and not be bored. Because low-key, she did the side split earlier, and then she did the front-forward split after that. So, hilarious. But I thought, for the most part, based on Mama having 2 lip syncs already, and then, just, it was just kind of like, okay. Like, yeah, it's going to be Lala that got to go home. It's Elliott's first time. Let's just call it what it is. Elliott with 2 T's was asked to Shantae and stay, while Lala Ree was asked to sashay away. Elliott walks away crying, and Lala walks away gracefully, knowing that she wanted to do a little bit more and show more here. But Lala, don't worry about it, baby. Just work on your drag, and all that good shit, because you have it. You have it. You've got the personality. You have the charisma. It's all there. You have the talent, too. There's just certain things that need to be upgraded with you to match all of the things that are great about you. But yeah, Lala Ree was eliminated. I'm sad to see her go. Yeah. I was very sad to see Lala go. And Lala looked pretty walked out. Come on, boom, boom. Listen, when these clubs open back up for real, I don't live in Atlanta. I'm not trying to, when they opened up for real, I'll be there. You got a tip from me for sure. Several tips. Absolutely. Lala, I was very impressed with you this season. Even with some of the looks that were given, I loved you, darling, and you were great. Untucked, we'll talk about for just 5 minutes here, maybe less than that. I'm Denali. I wasn't in the top. It's been almost every one of them for her. It's like, I'm there, but I'm not there. I'm there, but I'm not there. I feel bad for her. But I'm also like, Jesus Christ, sister. It really is that, honey, you're still here, girl. You're getting episodes. It's not like they're not showing you on the TV. You didn't get the Sherry Pie edit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? I get the frustration, but I'm also like, sister, this is wearing me out, okay? And it's starting to feel like that's what they're going to play you as for the rest of the season. I mean, Rosé feels it too, but Rosé's talking about, well, I understand this, I understand that, and I can just do this. And Donna's like, no, look at me. I'm a fucking chandelier. It's like, okay. Oh, my God. I mean, shit. Lala and Tamisha are gone, so Candy is basically all of Untucked. Once Candy got back there, that was the whole spill. Hell, there was moments where Candy was girl, don't feel bad for yourself talking to Elliot like, you know, you're this and you're this and you're that. But just the other week, you were like, this bitch should have been the bottom 2. The week before that, bottom 2. The week before that, I don't think your drag is great. Online, y'all ain't seen what I see. But here you go on this episode, knowing bitch is about to be in the bottom and you in your top spot, feeling yourself. Girl, I'm just gonna, hey, you're sickening. She did the same thing with the other queens. I said Candy is on a apology tour. I'm talking about these 5 cities that she's going to, sister. My God. I still liked it, though. I was kind of here for that different look of Candy, while I am criticizing that and being like, really, girl, we're going to do this little play up. I'm also happy that we don't get just one side of a person, that we're seeing more to this. It's been more in-depth. Anything else in Untucked? Oh, they didn't let Utica speak. Utica had a whole moment of talking about self-doubt, and all of a sudden we shifted back to somebody else. This happened several times in Untucked between these girls who are too quiet or too shy to speak. Y'all put your pussies on the table or drag them nuts across or whatever you gotta do. We need to hear you, and you need to keep speaking and be... I need everybody to start listening in this background for Untucked. It's a mess sometimes. But yeah, this Untucked wasn't too dramatic, but I gotta give Candy some more love here. She's like, you know, Denali and Rosé was pressed that they weren't in the top, and they're mad that we were in the top. I would say more Denali than Rosé. Maybe Rosé a little bit, but Denali is like physically expressing her, like, I can't believe I'm not in the top. That was the episode. If I forgot anything, you know what to do in the comment sections. Help me by co-hosting through telling me in the comment section. And remind yourself, tomorrow is the panel, Sunday panel. That will be a 2-hour live. It may be a little bit longer depending on what we're talking about, where we go over Drag Race Season 13, Drag Race UK Season 2, drama in Drag Race community, shit on TV that we're watching, movies that we've seen, and hot topics. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for me with my panel of guest hosts, okay? Do me a favor, make sure you hit that like button before you leave this video. Share this with your friends, kins, and enemies, and all in between in them. And also, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Become a part of my Rant Pack family. Hey everybody, thanks again for tuning in. I'm gonna stop saying that over and over again. It's your boy Matty Rants. Have yourselves a great weekend, or great rest of your weekend, and a great week coming up. I'll see you tomorrow. Catch me on Instagram. Love you. Bye.